if you had to eat any crayon, which color would you choose?
Come
Hi, good morning, and welcome back to PAPODCAST. And if you don't know what that is, P podcast. P's in the pod. That's us. Peyton, India, Alexis, PEA.
I'm sitting here thinking, am I dumb for not being able to spell?
I know that we've definitely told people that's why that's how we chose, or that's why we say the P's are out the pod. Also, reply to this podcast. Not that you can do that, but that would be really funny. Reply to this podcast if you'd be interested in P merch.
I did not know what was about to come out of your mouth. That was funny.
Just joking. We all
that says P.
PEA.
Pod.
Not to be confused with
we need to post the picture on Instagram that who was it? Was it Lexi or PP that made the picture of us with our faces on like an actual P?
It was Peyton.
That is what we need on a t-shirt.
I know. We do. Or a hat. Since the last couple weeks have been hat day, because for all the girls out there that know that hair wash day is only a couple days a week, not to be confused that we also shower, body shower or rinse, whatever you call it. But hair wash day has been for me not on a Monday or a Tuesday. So I have a little bit of a barrier going on. But anyways, for this week's episode, it's going to be a little bit more casual, a little bit more laid back. We're going to do a Q&A version for some questions that we have. Because to be quite frank and honest, because we're very honest here on the P pod.
On the P pod.
We are kind of spiritually, normally we have like something put on at least one of our hearts, like where we feel like we want to discuss something, and quite frankly, we don't just want to like talk about something biblical just to talk about it. Like we want to always have scripture to back it up, or like just something in our hearts that we feel like God's put on our hearts. And we're kind of all just in a place for this week where we just want to have like a good community break. A good break, but still involve like community with each other, and still be able to like laugh and enjoy each other's company and still post, but just like a different side of us, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and just so y'all can see kind of how like, although like we are talking and we have a podcast, we also have things that we struggle with. And this week is just one of those weeks where we all just kind of feel, like not bad, not good. We're just there. So I think this is good for us to reset so that we're speaking from the spirit and not just forcing conversations. And we kind of all decided that this would be a fun little week. And when the podcast was just podcast and not P-pod, I did a Q&A, and so that was super fun. So I think it'll be super fun to have it. And so everybody can hear y'all now. So I'm excited.
All right. Start us off, ladies and gentlemen. What 3 items do you always need to have on standby in the fridge, freezer, or cabinet?
Ew. Eggs. At least 2 cartons. When I go to the store and I buy eggs, I buy 2 cartons of 18 eggs.
Oh, is that serious?
I'm being dead serious.
30 egg buyer at a time.
Yes, I love eggs, and I eat them so often. I eat 3 for breakfast, sometimes 4 if I'm feeling crazy. Y'all, is not that crazy, is it?
No, I knew you
Wait, scramble up.
I love
like 4 scrambled eggs is more than like 4 sunny side ups. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like 4 scrambleds are more than 4 Sunnies. What do y'all think?
The volume is more, yeah. It like feels like it's more because they're fluffier. There's just more volume. I like to make breakfast tacos, but yeah, at Moorhead, I'd be the only one that used that daggum kitchen in the mornings. I just make eggs every day. But yeah, eggs is one for me. A good old Celsius also. I could survive off the eggs in Celsius if that's all you gave me. That's all I would need. And then water's a cop out. I'm not gonna say water. It's just kind of a given, I feel like.
Yeah, because water from the sink, as we all know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Pee.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I guess I would say cookies, but the specifically this is the worst answer ever. It's just so random. But cookies, but the ones that are already like pre-made, you just have to put them in the oven and they're already pre-cut and everything. Those are the best ones.
The minis are extravagant in that version. Yes, because
you can eat a mini one raw.
You can eat a dough, put one on the pan, eat it,
put one and still have like 12 cookies left over.
True. Peyton, what about you? What are your 3 items?
My 3 items. I would say pretzels. I love snacking on pretzels a lot nowadays. Coffee grounds, but I feel like that's a given. Plus, I don't put them in my like pantry. I just put them on the counter. So I don't think that
counts.
Does that count?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, I'm not gonna count it.
Okay.
Pretzels, apples. I really like apples. And peanut butter.
Our answers are very different.
Yeah, mine are about to be way different too, because you know what you just remind me of when you said apples? I really like apples. That is definitely from a TV show from when we were a kid, and I can't remember what it was, but it's definitely from a guy, and he talks like this. He's like, apples? Because I really like apples.
Well, I take an apple.
He says, her hair smells like apples. I really like apples. Is that from iCarly? I can't remember.
I don't know, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, swipe up on this if you know what I'm talking about.
I like apples because I take a bite. I give that bite to Halen.
No, you don't.
My dog. Yeah, I give her apples. And then
No. No, it's not not that you're giving her apples. It's that you just said you take a bite and then you give it to you take a bite and then you let her take a bite and then you take another bite.
You're like a mother, so you bite it up, chew it up, and regurgitate it and give it to her. Like mother.
Well, I'm not gonna let her bite my apple.
Do you let her mouth?
No. I take the bite, I put it in and then I feed it to her.
You're such a freak.
Horses.
I take away my
Thank you, Mom, my apple for my share.
Okay, Lexi, what's your answer? Because I cannot get the apple thing again.
My answer is cottage cheese, small curd, Stoke cold brew, which that always has to be in the fridge. And my third answer is the golden nuggets, the pretzel-filled nugget pretzels. Oh, wait. The peanut butter-filled pretzel nuggets. I said the pretzels. Peanut butter filled. Small curd, cottage cheese, Stoke cold brew. Not too sweet kind. Busting.
Anyways, our fridges would look really weird if we lived in the same place.
Well, considering one of the options is 36 eggs, and the is
guys, one day I ate like 8 eggs. I think I had 4 for breakfast, and then I had breakfast for dinner, and I made like I really like them. I don't know why. Yeah. Great source of protein. They're tasty. You can put them in anything.
Cottage cheese in your scrambled eggs because it makes them really creamy.
Nope, I'm okay. I choose to like eggs.
Mm,
I love
ah, ah, ah.
who's next, or do you want to join again?
Pee-wee's going.
Okay.
She
All
has
right.
a good question. I know she's looking at it right now.
3 words to describe yourself.
3333.
Yeah.
Why you're annoying.
Whiny, immature, and annoying. And I know when Ilencia watches this, she's gonna die laughing because let's give a backstory real quick. Our old college coach used to make us do these work as homework for whatever at the beginning of every season, and we had to say like a favorite quote, favorite movie, blah blah blah. One of the questions always was, "What's 3 words to describe ourselves?" So our old teammate Ilencia came into my room and was like, "What's 3 words to describe me?" And I said, "Whiny, immature, and annoying." Right off the bat, didn't even hesitate. Which isn't very Christian to me, isn't very biblical, I know, but it was hilarious at the time, and I'll never forget that moment because I rattled him off like this. It's so funny.
Okay, that's not my actual question.
I like
I
it.
just-
It's a good question. I just was making fun of it.
Well, I just wanted to say whiny, immature, annoying. But
That's
what is
funny.
y'all's worst pet peeve?
What?
Okay.
Worst pet peeve.
Okay.
Okay, I have 2. No, I don't. I have 1 specific. Okay, so let's set the scene. So it's Christmas time, okay? And everybody's having a good time. Mariah Carey's on in the background, of course, duh. And you guys are putting the ornaments out and all the things. You pull out the nativity scene, of course. Got to make sure you're bringing glory to the Lord, right? Okay. As you're pulling the nativity scene out, you're taking it out of a big tub, and then you're taking out the individual figures out of the boxes. As you pull the figure out of the box, it comes with 2 pieces of styrofoam smushed together. The sound of the styrofoam coming out of the box, and then that sound, and then the styrofoam rubbing together as you pull it out, would make me go into a coma. I quite literally think I there's something about it. It makes my whole body cringe. That's the first thing that I always think about when I think about pet peeves. That is the one thing that I'm like, styrofoam rubbing together makes me physically ill. I would
Yeah.
rather slam a hammer against my toe than listen to styrofoam rub together.
Honestly, when you just set the scene the way that you did, I got so much chills up and down my body. I don't know if the camera picked it up on my movement, but I literally went like this. Like I shimmered because yeah, I can't stand that.
It's terrible. It's so bad.
My biggest pet peeve, well, I probably have a couple, but one that really came to mind first was when it's either pouring down rain and somebody has windshield wipers going -10, or it's a slight sprinkle and
You're the
we
person I'm worried about.
extreme, like mega fast windshield wipers for 4 drops of water. I'm like, slow them down, turn them off. If you cannot see through your 4 drops of water on the windshield, we need to retake our driver's test. Can't like
Bro, I was just talking to somebody about this the other day, and I had to tell her because she was like, I get so much anxiety driving in the rain because I'm always worried people are worried about how fast my windshield wipers are going. I was like, girl, nobody's thinking about that.
Oh,
if I'm in the passenger seat and your windshield wipers are going to, if you have them pulled up all the way to level 4 and they only need to be on the click down every once in a while, where you manually, you know what I'm talking about, manual click down. That is all it needs to be. But you have the, I'm like, turn them off, turn them down.
that is so funny.
Hysterical. I would have never thought that was your biggest pet peeve.
I don't know biggest, but that's one I immediately thought of, and it really does send me. I'm like, good night.
Pee-wee, what's yours?
Well, I have a newfound one. From living myself, whenever, friends or family would come over, I would always make the music coaster because I absolutely hate whenever a drink leaves its little condensation on the table
Mm-hmm.
and people don't wipe it up after they take up their glass or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but it makes me go.
Does it make you check all?
It makes it double check. Like, I don't know, but that really fired me up. Like, really fired me up.
You and your multiple personalities really fire me up.
I said that at work one day. I said, "Oh my gosh, sorry, that's my multiple personality disorder." And my boss literally said, "India, you can't say that." I was like, I forget that people don't have the same sense of humor I do. No, that's fair though. When you pay so much money for like furniture and you take pride in it, like if there's a ring on it, that would drive me nuts because it doesn't come off.
No. And they just look at the ring. They don't even try to like wipe up the condensation. And I'm like,
you know what? This is turning into one of my bigger pet peeves. Leave me alone.
Blue's just laying here by my feet. Okay. My question is, what is one thing in like middle school, elementary school, high school, or like college, I guess, any other times where you were like super proud of it, but looking back, it's super cringy and you're embarrassed now? Does that make sense?
mm-hmm.
I have so many answers.
Well, I know one for you, India.
Stop that. That was not in my control. For reference podcast, there's a picture of me. Oh, don't worry. We're in stop laughing. Stop. It's not funny. There's a picture of me because when I was younger, my mother cut my hair really short and it was a bob, and my hair does not do bob because
was it a bob?
It does not
Let's
do
be
bob
real.
because my hair is super thick and curly. And so, anyways, my hair was really short and it looked like an afro. And there's a particular picture that they laugh about and they compare it to Harry Potter, and it's not funny.
You're right, it's hilarious. Oh, I'm trying to think.
It gets me every time.
Oh, I know you have some, Lexi.
Oh, I definitely have some. I'm trying to think back to. Oh, yeah, I probably do have some.
Something that I'm proud of, or something that I was proud of, but looking back.
Yeah, like, okay, I'll share with y'all mine. And it was not the bob because again, I could not control it. No, this one I could control. So y'all know those like netted gloves?
Oh.
Yeah, I had like a netted glove, but only on one arm. Okay. And then paired with that, with the outfit, because it went together, was one of those netted beanies that Selena Gomez used to wear, but it like didn't go all the way on. It hung at the bottom, right here.
I had one of those.
I had a couple pictures like that. Yeah. Number 2 was the side pony, but like all the way up at the top of the head. And like, of course, y'all know my hair. And so big, long, thick hair where it's like slicked down and then poofy to the side.
Yeah. Jail.
Yeah, that's what I deserved. Jail for me and whoever let me walk out of the house.
Yeah, I guess now that you brought it up, a lot of mine would probably have to do with outfits. Like gauchos, for instance, or like I used to do like I had my bangs right here, and then I'd like twist them up and push them up so I had a little tiny bump, like the Snooki bump.
Oh yeah.
Small one. So it wasn't like a full bump it, but it was like
not the bump it.
You know what you remember the bump it?
Yes. I remember the infomercials for them.
Infomercial bit. Yeah.
Back when cable TV was a thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But, you know, cringy,
Like-
I don't think cringy is the right word for gauchos because, like,
What is a
They-
gaucho?
Yeah.
you
I
don't
don't,
wear gauchos?
I don't know what that is.
They were like yoga pants, but they were like capris. So they were like flowy, though. And they only went to like your mid shin.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, I had those.
Of course you wear those.
Okay,
I
Pandora,
love
you have no room to talk, Miss Horse Girl.
Or the Bermuda shorts, the plaid Bermuda.
Oh, I had those too.
Me too. With the Aeropostale t-shirt to match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monkey, little monkey.
Mm-hmm.
The button-up polo. Did y'all not used to wear those?
Gel.
Mm-hmm.
Gel. Gel.
What is your cringy moment, Peyton, other than from 1999 or 2000 and all the way up until current day, 2020?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, if we're talking about haircuts, there was a story that my mom likes to say. When I was around 6 or 7, I had cut my hair and it was like one side, like cut it down to the brim, like almost
Shave?
scalp. Yeah. But it was so bad. So like I had long hair on one side and then just a short hair on the other side. And so they obviously had to take me to the hairdresser to get it all chopped off. And so at the time, Parker wasn't born yet, so I just had the 3 brothers. And every time I would be like, we would go out, it would not fail that one person would come up, oh, you have 4 lovely boys. Thinking that I'm a boy.
Well,
And I got so much disrespect for that. I had to show you pictures, but I actually look like a boy. Like I look like one of the bros, but
She's a girl.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to get earrings to like make it known that I was a girl.
We're
But-
all wonderfully made. So regardless, we got through those cringy moments and we're here today to just laugh about it.
Yeah.
I still
Yeah.
feel like I'm living those cringy moments.
Well, that's because yours is public. Yours is publicly on one of your social medias that is to not be named because I will not call it out to that extent, but it is on there.
Yeah. You know, because I've learned to embrace it. You know, like it's gonna get out there somehow, right?
True. It already is. Twitter posted it all over all over that page that I found. Honestly, when I get paid going on it, there's no turning back. All right. Next question is, if you had to eat any crayon, which color would you choose? Eat crayon, Crayola specifically, which color would you choose?
Dude, these questions are hysterical. That took me by surprise so much.
It did, but I immediately came up with the answer for whatever reason.
You're red.
Blue.
Orange. Oh. You would.
Blue always has good flavors. So I feel like a blue crown.
Blue raspberry.
Yeah. Like a sour.
I was gonna say green.
Green would be good too.
I was gonna say orange.
That makes sense to me. You seem
Not-
like you would eat an orange crayon.
But I like orange flavored things. Like I don't like orange flavored Gatorade. I like orange juice, but because I feel like I like more variety shades of orange.
I feel like orange crayon does not remind me of orange flavored things.
Oh, and orange is my personality color. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember we had a while ago?
Yeah,
Maybe that's
good.
Well, when I orange, I feel like that crown tastes like a pumpkin.
crown. A
Crown.
crown.
Oh yeah, so she says crayon wrong.
Yeah. She's a corner brownie eater and she says crown.
Yeah, so freak. You know.
Crown.
Who said that?
Brown.
Awkward.
Anyway,
It's kind of weird how fast we all answered that question, but that's okay.
I'm kind of concerned about that. Okay, this one, I have my answer. I want to hear y'all's answer because this is important. Do y'all think a hot dog is a sandwich?
What else would it like? Would it just be its own thing, or is it a sandwich or something?
Some people say it's like its own category. Some people say it's like a burrito.
Burrito? Okay, that's definitely false because a burrito is the way around. Okay. My take on this question is I feel like it's either its own subject or it's like a sub, not necessarily a sandwich. Because a sandwich to me has all open surface area on the outside. That's 2 slices. There's no like enclosed area. A sub, the sub sandwich, like at Subway or Penn Station, like it's enclosed on one area. You know what I'm saying? And then you can see the innards on the outside. And a sandwich, you can see the innards all the way around. But on one side, if you're looking at it, innards are closed in like this. So it's either its own category or it's a sub inside the sandwich category.
Peyton Rose definitely thinks it's a sandwich.
I definitely think it's a sandwich, but I like the sub theory. That makes more sense to me.
And sub theory is what I think most.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I don't think it's its own category.
I literally did not have an answer, so I'm feeling like an outsider here, and I really don't like that feeling. So I think I wish I would have had time to do more research. I do like you convinced me on the sub comparison, yeah. So I'm feeling convinced. That makes sense. But I also kind of am like, why are we trying to box it in? Like why are we labeling something that doesn't need a label? Like, well, I think we should let the hot dog be free to make its own decision.
Free the wee.
Like it should be called a hot dog, and that's it.
Get your glizzies. Is it a sub or not?
Get your glizzies. Oh my gosh. Okay. My question, I have 2 separate ones that I can't decide which one to ask. But if it came down, okay, this was it. If it came down to it, do you think you could land an airplane?
Yes.
Okay, funny enough, I knew the answer to these questions before I asked. Like, I knew Peyton Rose was going to say yes, and I knew Lex was going to say no.
I said,
no
shot.
I feel like I could. I feel like easy. You have to only know the button to get the wheels out. That'd be the only thing you really need to know.
And like lift the wheel.
You just lift it up to come up this way. Yeah, easy.
Yeah,
easy.
I'm gonna have to pass. Phone a friend. Come land this airplane. That's how it would get done.
I don't know. I just think like somebody's got to do it. And if somebody's like, India, land this airplane, I could do it.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm totally with you.
Not me. Y'all are gonna have to land it for me. Do you want to ask your second question that went along with that, or?
Well, yeah, it wasn't really along with it. It was like, how long do you think you would survive in a zombie apocalypse? But that didn't go along with that at all.
Oh, well, I would probably not. I want to think that I would really be able to stand my ground, but I've never really thought of my outage plan of a zombie apocalypse because I feel like some people have a plan really thought out. Like people have really thought about a zombie apocalypse happening and what they would actually do, like A, B, C, or D, and follow a plan. I do not have that in place. If anything, I would try to make friends with the zombies, kill them with kindness, like we can totally be friends through this. Do you know Jesus? Let's have this conversation right now. You can still say you're a zombie, but you can still be safe. Let's talk about
nobody's too far gone.
Yeah. Or my other theory is that, being 1,000-pound sister, they might come last because it's gonna be too hard for them to like get to me, you know?
I feel like it'd be easier to get to you.
I know. I was about to say. Let's
Well,
unpack the reasoning.
well, maybe, but
I just know Peyton Rose has thought of this question before, and she has an actual answer. And I'm sure her and her brothers would just fight off the entire world and be the last survivors.
that's totally true.
Oddly
I feel
enough,
like Lex would be super scrappy. Like you would survive, and you would make a
Nope.
bunch of friends on the way.
Yeah, I would hope that I would along the way.
I could definitely see that. I would like to say that I would survive it, but I think I would give myself personally like a month. And I think my brothers, my family, and I have definitely thought about this. Definitely thought about our like outage plan. You know, where we meet up, if the signal gets cut off, whatnot, whatever. But I think I would get to the point where I would be like, yeah, I could totally like just shoot these zombies, and then I would try to, and then just go out myself. So I would give myself a solid month before. Either that or just eat all the food because I'm bored and then just starve.
That would be my problem. I don't even think the zombies would kill me. I think I would just die of hunger and boredom. And like, I just like,
Yeah.
praise the Lord that we know we don't have to go through that. But
36 eggs in that refrigerator at all times so that you can eggs up while you're locked in your house.
yeah, if chickens are gone and there are no more eggs, then there is no more me. That's how you know that
Zombie apocalypse even happens.
yeah. If chickens go extinct, so will I.
Yeah. If the stars made to worship, so will I. All right, ladies. If you were a shoe, would you be a left shoe or a right shoe? I feel like this is kind of like the brownie question. So I already know what shoes we all are. But left or right shoe? Tell everybody.
Huh.
Peyton Rose is a right shoer.
You think?
Yes.
I was kind of leaning towards right, but I don't know why. I don't know what the reasoning behind that is. I would just pick right.
I also think I'm a right shoe.
I was gonna say right, but then the more I was thinking about it, I was like, I feel like I'm a left, and here's my reasoning why. Okay, like everybody needs a left shoe unless you don't have a left foot, you know. But
Well, yeah.
But everybody's gonna choose the right shoe first because most people are right. My personality is just not for the weak. Okay. And I don't know. Left shoe feels like me and her get along really well just because we both feel that feeling of like, hey, someday somebody's going to choose us first. That's really deep. I'm sorry, but like
I honestly thought we were all going to choose right shoe.
I was going to, but I was trying to be different. I didn't have a good enough reason to pick left shoe, so I made up that whole thing.
Yeah. There's just no reason behind it for me.
I don't know why you would choose left shoe unless you're a freak.
Well, yeah.
All right. What TV show would you like to be in?
One Tree Hill. Point blank, period.
I've never seen that, so I don't know
whether oh my gosh, you would love it.
Well, it's love it. Yeah, so good.
Oh gosh, that is a hard question. I love TV. Yeah, I would love Friends. I think I love I love their like outfits and their out ideas, and they're funny. And I don't. It's probably like super toxic or whatever, but I think their friendships are fun. What would you say, PP?
Well, I have two. I would love to be on the Vampire Diaries.
I almost
Just
said
to
that one.
name it.
I almost said
To meet Dave.
Dang it, I almost said that too.
Just to meet him, and that's it. And then the second one that I thought of was SpongeBob. Just to have like a Krabby Patty. Just to see how it tastes. Because they look so good.
No. And to close out this podcast, because that is our last question. The thing about the Krabby Patty formula is that apparently it's made out of crab. But we love you guys. Thank you guys for, hanging out with us and just getting to know us on a way more casual level. And we love you so much. Have a good week. Spread some love. He's right on the pod.